also the option to subscribe to the stream as well. If you enjoy what you see, if you enjoy what you hear and you want to support me, I am now full-time with StarCraft 2, which means I'm live every single day putting out content. This first week of being full-time properly has not actually gone well because I was ill. So for the second time, I've had something distract me from really getting started. So next week, everything will be taken super duper seriously. I'm actually going to get loads done, and we're going to find sponsors for the next season of our team league and all sorts of stuff. It's going to be awesome. I promise. Alright, let's introduce our players. In the bottom right corner of Cactus Valley, cross spawns. He's going to be pretty darn happy about this one. It is our yellow Zerg from My Insanity. Ladies and gentlemen, Petraeus. To the upper left corner of the map, the blue Terran player from Root Gaming. It's Kelazhur. Alright guys, so here we go into this final match of the evening. We have had quite the evening, honestly. What we've had, I guess this is going to be our second TVZ, but if you get two matchups in the same night, I don't think you can really complain about it being Terran versus Zerg, because TVZ is such a fantastic matchup, as long as the Terran player doesn't play mech. You know, until mech came around, I don't think there was ever a complaint about TVZ. Everyone loved TVZ. Obviously, Broodlord and Fester, you know, but everyone loved TVZ. People love the way the matchup works. You know, Marine, Medevac, Mine, Marauder against Bling Bling Muta. It's just such a beautiful. It makes StarCraft look like such a beautiful game and really does it justice. But when mech is played, you just can't help but die a little. Not only because, you know, it's mech, but just because you miss out on what could be such a fantastic, scrappy, back and forth game. Drops all over the map, Mutalisks harassing here, there and everywhere, consistent pushing from the Terran player. Okay, let's shut up. I should have used a surgical mask. You saying you can see me wearing a Hello Kitty mask, Billy Nasty? Because I don't know, man. I don't know if that's cool. Actually, what we could do with after this is maybe if we can get 8 people, maybe we could do a free for all. That's something we like to do over here on this channel. Some free for all action, get viewers in, get them playing some free for all games, and get casting it. It is actually a lot of fun. It's actually one of my favourite things to do. It's since we started doing it, it's been one of my. I always look forward to being able to do the next one. We did a few the other day, but they were also really good. It's really funny because we used this map, we used Tempest. I'm not sure how many of you guys will know Tempest, but basically, it's more designed to be a map where it's either like 4 versus 4 or something, or 2 versus 2, where each corner of the map has 2 bases, and so you spawn with your partner. But in free-for-all, of course, you can attack anyone. So we made the rule that we had one game and everyone killed their partners immediately. And in the next game, we said, okay, for 15 minutes, you can't attack your neighbor. And it caused a little bit of chaos. And it was so funny because at 15 minutes, 2 people immediately just turned around after being best friends with their neighbor the entire time, building up together, whatever, just turned around and killed each other. Well, you know, they didn't kill each other, they killed their neighbor, who they were just so much stronger than. And it was so funny, because one of the guys who killed their neighbor was like, yes, I waited 15 minutes, I outbuilt my neighbor, I killed him. 10 seconds later, some guy just comes across the map and completely swipes the floor with him. And if his neighbor was still alive, he probably would have won. It was really funny. I could not get over that. It was really fucking good. We love free-for-alls almost as much as I love TVZ, but not quite. Oh, you're right, I've got the hook over his name again. Thank you guys, sorry for that. Fixed. Thank you guys for keeping me on track. Alright, so we do have quite a fast lag coming in from Petraeus. I've managed to somehow talk us through 6 minutes of this game without really mentioning anything. It was a CC first from Kelazhur, so I mean no real aggression going to be coming out super early, you know, no Reaper to follow or anything. We've got a starport on the way up and a second gas now being taken after the third command center. So potential to do something with that for Kelazhur, and we'll see what exactly it will be. Most likely some kind of Viking Banshee combination. Might just go straight into Banshees. I think with this later gas, you kind of do go Viking first. He doesn't have a tech lab just yet. In fact, he could go Medevac and add an armory on as well. And in fact, I think that might be what he looks to do here. And there it is, Medevac on the way. So a few different options from Kelazhur. As a Baneland Nest starts to come in here for Petraeus. Did he add Zergling speed? Yes, he did. So, I mean, he's actually in a pretty nice spot himself. Zergling's out with speed. Baneland Nest on the way down. He's going to have, as long as he makes enough units, he has the tools to hold off this attack. He just needs to make sure he recognizes it's coming and that he's got the units out in time to deal with it as well. I think he might just move in a couple of Banelings now, just for safety's sake, once that Baneland Nest finishes. He has some time. The army's not even halfway done yet, so he does have some time to sit back and figure it out. This Marines moving, these Hellions moving forward, and they will pick off a single creep tumor. And not really too much going on just yet, but of course very soon the action is about to get very, very serious. Petraeus doesn't actually have Banelings morphed in just yet. In fact, he doesn't have units just yet. And as this overload finishes, we really need to see him make... Okay, he's going to start making Banelings. He realizes what's coming his way. 7 Banelings on the way, more Zerglings being made as well. Right now, Petraeus is playing a game of buying time. He's buying as much time as possible to get as many Banelings out as he can. And just while he does this, saving as much as he can as well. These queens are just in full on retreat mode. They're not even turning around to fight really. Nice transfuse again, keeping them alive as long as possible. They're getting a little bit cornered here. A nice transfuse once again though. Now they're going to turn around and start to fight. More Baneland's going to keep on rolling in. Can Petraeus hold this off though? It's going to be a little bit difficult for him. He's starting to really take some damage. Not many workers lost so far. Nice Baneland connection there, helping to clean up a bit of this. Mutas on the way too, and with these Mutas coming out, he'll be able to turn this around. But it looks as though he will be losing this third hatchery. And his Muta's going to come back in. These Queen's going to come back in once again. First Muta's on the way out. This Queen needs to be careful. It's losing its hit points. It's going down. We'll start to back off just in time. This set of drones still been positioned over to the left side. Nice counterattack coming across the map here from Kelazhur. He's going to look to grab a Hellion. And, well, there's still a lot of Hellbats sitting in towards the natural of Petraeus, who gets supply blocked as well. And, in fact, his Mutas just aren't coming out fast enough. He didn't make enough of them. He doesn't have enough to actually take on the Marines right now. And these 3 Marines are actually going to kill off what is now going to almost nearly be their second Muta. These 2 Mutas are slowly killing these Hellbats. The Lings on the other side of the map haven't been able to accomplish all too much. And it looks as though Petraeus took a lot of damage from that. I mean, he lost a base. He had the tools, but again, he just didn't have the knowledge it was on its way. And without that knowledge, what can you really do? All you can do is... well, you can't really do all too much, honestly. You just have to say, well, tough luck, I didn't really know it was coming, and need to scout better next time around. I didn't make my Banelings preemptively just for safety's sake. And Petraeus is now paying the price. He sits in a pretty crappy position as the Banshee follow-up. Going to be coming out for Kelazhur here. Although that being said, there's not really that much anti-air. We're not going to see a Force on the way out because this isn't a mech follow-up from Kelazhur. It's actually just going to be bio. 1-1 and combat shields on the way. Stim out? Yes, it is. He's just going to turn around and fight these Marines though. And as these Marines go down, the Hellbats will go down. A single turret's on the way up. And these Mutas, well, this counter damage is so important for Petraeus. This is his opportunity to kick Kelazhur back for the damage he has been dealt already. But the Banshee on the other side of the map is racking up kills at the same time. 9 workers killed in the natural. And only just now is that Banshee slowly being dealt. If it's even going to get a Queen as well. With 15 SCVs killed, so Petraeus is evening this up a little bit at least. And that's actually going up to 17. Now he's going to be able to grab at least 1 more. If he's paying attention, he sees it. No, that SCV is so lucky. So lucky. Sim comes out here, and these Mutas are going to continue fighting though. I mean, but with reinforcing Marines coming in, that's the real issue. I mean, Mutas are actually going to overrun once again. He's going to once again deny, but I feel as though these are very efficient trades for Kelazhur. I mean, he's killing off Mutalisks for literally a handful of Marines each time, and okay, he's going to start losing his mules over here, but I mean, for killing Mutalisks, this is pretty decent. And I mean, if you could just get a few more Marines together, maybe a couple of medevacs as well. Again, this third base is ransacked. He has to turn away from it. And Petraeus is continuing to fight this third base. Can he really take this down? 7 more Marines on the way out. No, surely not. Surely, and a couple of medevacs too. Surely that's what Kelazhur needs. Petraeus is going to try and target down this first orbital command. He's actually going to get it though. And he's going to get away. I thought he was going to have to commit a lot more, but the Marines just didn't quite come in time. SCV's not near enough to repair, and wow, Petraeus is completely turning this game on its head. I thought, you know, this is nice damage he's doing, sure, right, this is great, you know, this is kind of what he needs, but is it really enough? And up until killing the actual orbital, I don't think so, because the Banshee on the other side of the map did some drone damage as well. You can see Petraeus, 65 drones and 65 SCVs down in supply. He's not in the best of positions, but killing a third command center, now, yeah, very much so, all he has to really do is hold on. His upgrades are behind as well, so again, another way in which Kelazhur was ahead until moments ago, when he lost that third orbital. This third orbital, losing that is absolutely huge right now, as realists just slowly moving around, thinking about where they want to come into to try and help against this. There's no third CC on the way back up until just now from Kelazhur, so this really is a little bit of a commitment to this. But I mean, look at this, +1, so close to finishing. Centrifugal hooks, that Baneland speed is almost done as well. Kelazhur is going to be going up against Petraeus, who's actually this time ready to fight against this army. There's that Baneland speed, the 1-1 not here just yet, but the Banelands are going to lead the charge anyway. They're going to go straight into this pack of Marines, and the Marines in the corner all bunched up, nowhere for them to go. The Mutas are going to clean up the rest, and Petraeus, what a god. What a game from Petraeus, just absolutely shutting down Kelazhur with the counterattack on the Mutas. If Kelazhur had a turret at his third base, he wins that game, I think. It's all it takes. Just going to check that it's Varney as our second map here. I'm going to get this loaded up, ready to go. Wow, what turnaround by Petraeus. I mean, obviously we do sometimes see these mutas coming across the map and really kind of doing counter damage, but when you see it happen, it's usually like, oh, the mutas have gone into the main base, they're actually killing off every single Marine, every single SCV. But that wasn't really the case. The mutas couldn't get into the main base, they were stuck at only the third, and Kelazhur loses the third orbital. I mean, you shouldn't see them killing the third orbital. You should lose the game because you literally can't get Marines out because your production's being camped. Because you're losing the third orbital, I don't think I've ever seen a Zerg win in that way from that position. Crazy. Alright, Petraeus readies up. He takes a 1-0 lead here. He is one game away from advancing into that double elimination 16-player bracket. Petraeus is ready. We're waiting for Kelazhur to ready up, get ready to go into this. Just gonna check to see. How's everyone doing, guys? Oh, my microphone is balancing on just 2 legs. Oh, it's very sturdy on just 2 legs. Is it balanced on something else? Oh, it's being held in position by that was such a blonde moment. Holy crap. That's such a dumb moment. My microphone is actually being held in position by its wire. I was like, whoa, it's balanced on 2 legs, that's amazing. And of course it's being held in position by the wire, and now I like move the wire. Move the wire and the microphone falls away. Oh dear. Right, let's introduce our players. Can't believe I did that. That was really dumb. In the south side of the map, from my insanity, we have our yellow Zerg player. It's Petraeus. On the other side of the map, the blue turn player from Root Gaming. Can he finally take us to a third game tonight? We haven't seen a third game all evening long, and I would love to see an entire series. So let's see if we can make it happen. If we do, if it is going to be made happen, it's going to be made happen by a proxy racks, because the blue turn player Kelazhur is already out on the map. This should be 11-11 because, well, I guess it could just be proxy river. No, that's the second SCV. Is this going to be 11-11? Is that really a drone scout from Petraeus? Wow, Petraeus. I mean, this is such a... I mean, Varney's actually a map we see a lot of Reaper proxies on, because 11-11 traditionally doesn't work too well on it, because you can't exactly bunker up the natural, because it's all the way past the main. So, I mean, Kelazhur is really just relying on a shock factor here, But Petraeus has just said to himself, I've got a feeling. I've got star sensors. And I'm just going to move across the map right now. And this is absolutely dreadful for Kelazhur. Petraeus just opens pool first, and I mean in this map, there's no way you can really win again in this position with a proxy axe once the pool first is up. I think the only way you can really do it is coming into the main. I mean, because you can't bunker up anywhere, apart from maybe right here, but which isn't in range of a hatchery or anything. It's kind of crazy, man. Kelazhur is so unfortunate here. Look at this. Is this drone right down on the way down here? I think he has a pretty good feeling that this is where the proxy rocket is going to be. Because where else do you actually hide it on this map? And yeah, Petraeus confirms that there are indeed two barracks here. Kelazhur lifts one of the barracks to get one of his SCVs away. And well, I mean, Debo going to start coming up in the main base. I mean, he's built in a nice position where his SCV could maybe hide in one of the corners, but it's already taken damage. Ling's already away, 6 of them on the way, and a queen as well. This is disastrous almost because I mean he's going to start bunkering the low ground instead. Ling's just going to take away that high ground vision. They could even move down the low ground if they want to chase down this first marine. There's only one marine here right now, and if the marine's not going to turn around and save these SCVs, then he's going to be in trouble. And there's 2 more SCVs. That's 2 SCVs killed off. The bunker, which is on the way, going to be killed off as well. These Lings, I don't really think they should fight into 3 marines, but I guess it's probably going to work out for him anyway. Nice control by Petraeus, and well, this has been a bit of an anticlimactic game to end the night on, guys, as these marines come in and, well, the Berserklings come in, sorry, and try and chase down the rest of these marines. And I mean, these just handful of Zerglings just killed off all the marines. This is pretty much it. So Petraeus, he's even sending a few units across the map right now to counterattack, and Kelazhur really needs to get a wall up. He's in so much trouble. I mean, again, what do you say from this sort of scenario? Petraeus has his natural up. At least Kelazhur's going to get his wall up, but I mean, getting the wall up isn't even the best situation here. I think it's better to get the SCV. I mean, I don't know. What do you do? It's going to add on 2 more rocks, and these Lings are going to come up, and they're going to start fighting against this depot, which is just now building. Can they out DPS it? I don't think they. Well, okay, they can, but do they have long enough to out DPS it? I don't think so, because it's going to get finished up here, and it's going to start being repaired. And Kelazhur going to make sure he doesn't let these Zerglings in. Very, very simple situation here for Petraeus. All he has to do is defend his follow-up, which is going to be a lot of barracks and a lot of marines, but 2 spine crawlers, 2 queens, in fact a 3rd spine crawler as well. I mean, again, Petraeus, look what he looks like as though he's in a good spot. He sees more marines being made and just kept put back here. And he sees, well, these marines, they can't be made from here, of course. Okay, sorry, I'm being dumb. But he sees them marines all across the map as well, so he knows there's a lot of marines out. He knows he has to be a little bit careful, and as he goes across the map, he might see these marines moving across. And if he sees them marines moving across, it's just confirmation that, hey, you're attacking me. And you might not even, I think the smartest thing to do with this Zergling is probably just leave it around here, because if you see more marines coming out of that main base anytime soon, you know, then boom, you're in a lot of trouble. You know, if you see a ton of marines, you know they're moving across the map, you know you need to just defend. More queens being added on, drones being added on too. Completely gasless play by Petraeus, but he doesn't really need to do anything else right now. Man. This is just going to be, again, one big attack from Kelazhur to try and make this happen. Try and make it work, and oh, here we go, there we go, there's Zergling. Oh no, it doesn't see it! Okay, it sees a couple of the marines. Oh no, now it sees the rest of them for a split second there. How do marines move up this ramp, though? This is like the trap of death for queens and spine crawlers. Of queens and spine crawlers, not for queens and spine crawlers. Well, it's a trap of death for anything that's on the opposing team. This big blob of units must just be the SCVs coming along. 51 supply of Terran units are about to hit into a handful of spine crawlers and a handful of queens of transfusers, and I get the feeling it's going to be very unsuccessful. But let's see if Kelazhur can make this happen. He leads the charge of some marines, and he's going to be very disappointed in what he sees up that ramp. Here we go. The SCVs are going to lead the way, but I mean, is he going to kill anything? Transfusers coming down. Queen's not falling yet. Queen's still being transfused. He kills nothing.